Hi, my name's Greg Hach. Along with Mike Rose, I'm the founding partner of Hach Rose. For the past 15 years, we've been providing the best possible legal services we can to the people who need it the most. I grew up in a very middle-class, working-class household, but with a very strong union background. My father, even back to my great-grandfather, has deep ties and leadership roles in New York's organized labor, way back to the 1800s, late 1800s. My father lived that every day, and I worshiped everything my father did. I was very lucky to have him as a role model growing up. I used to love accompanying him to picket lines, countless picket lines. I used to accompany him to public hearings, see him speak, to union meetings and seeing him speak. When he'd walk into a room, everybody could be at each other's throats, everything would go quiet. Because he was respected, and because he was honest, and because people trusted him. They knew that if they went to him with a problem, they needed his leadership, he would give it to them, without bias, without malice, without any kind of personal benefit. It was just to do the right thing. And he once explained to me, actually, I asked him what the best part of his job was. He said, the dignity that if you can have a hand in providing the head of a household, the dignity to provide for his family, there's no greater feeling in the world. And that stuck with me. That's been a guiding principle for me. And we carry that on. We carry that principle on in a certain regard with Hach Rose. When a person can't work and we're trying to obtain compensation for their lost wages, that's what we're going after. Trying to give them the dignity back that they deserve, that they worked and toiled for, and that they have. After graduating Hicksville High School in 1988, I didn't know exactly where I wanted to focus my efforts on building a career. So I served our country in the United States Air Force. I served on Crete, Greece. I lived in Germany for a couple of years as well. And when I came back, I went back to the people who were always there for me, the operating engineers, union men and women that I grew up with. I started working full-time. I was working a full-time job at CBS, broadcasting in New York. And it was then that I decided that I would go to school to become a lawyer. And I did that because I became aware of the problems arising from the asbestos industry and how egregious the decision makers and manufacturers of the products that were made and placed into the marketplace and that were exposed to so many of the people that I knew, including my father, who was diagnosed in 1985 with asbestos disease. It was at that point I knew I wanted to be a lawyer. So I started working harder to pay for my tuition. I was working a full-time job at the time. It's where my work ethic and my upbringing really helped me out. I just decided I wouldn't sleep that much. I went to college at night. I got my bachelor's degree in 3 years. I graduated with honors and a scholarship to law school. In law school, it was the only time that I decided that I would benefit my future clients and myself to become the best possible attorney by not working another job while I'm studying. And that's what I did. I managed to save whatever money I could while I was working at the time, to pay off whatever debts I could so I can go to law school with a clear head, concentrate on my studies so that I could really become the best lawyer I could possibly be. Fast forward to today, and I'm still motivated as I was back in 2002. In fact, I'm even more motivated today to aggressively represent the rights of our clients, to ensure they receive the maximum compensation possible, and to ensure that they receive the best possible legal representation we can provide.